I heard this one's sour, and I heard it's really gas. It's like a sour apple. My first year of college was probably the saddest year of my life. It wasn't necessarily college itself being such a burden on me that it just ruined the year for me, but it was more so just the way that I handled it. So take a lesson from me, you guys, and don't do what I'm about to tell you guys about. Also, I apologize if you hear birds chirping in the background. I like being outside, and I felt like recording this video outside, so that's what I'm doing. And I got a microphone. Wait. I just dropped my phone. I got an actual camera now too. Thank goodness. Now you guys don't have to deal with the iPhone and my freaking earbuds with the microphone on it. So yeah, like I said, this video is for all the new gens. So in no particular order, first thing that you want to do to ruin your college experience and to make it absolutely miserable is to not take college seriously in the first place. So what that means would be like, don't search for internships, don't search for co-op opportunities, don't actually invest into whatever your major is. I'll take myself as an example. So I'm a mechanical engineer technology major, and people will ask me like, what does that mean? And to be honest, I really couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure one of my teachers explained to me that it's like we're the people that actually build stuff, like we're the manufacturing process, I think. I don't know. Also, don't mind my hair. I know it's kind of chopped. This is literally like 7:30 in the morning. I just rolled off the couch. But yeah, don't invest any time into researching what you're actually doing. Don't invest any time into researching what opportunities you have available either right now or after college. Basically, just don't even put any effort into anything besides getting your assignments done on time and getting a good grade in the class, which if you're like me, you might not even be able to do. This is the first year I've had to drop a class because I was doing so bad in it. So that also leads me to my next point, actually. Next thing you want to do in order to make college really, really bad is to not allocate your time properly and just have really bad time management. I couldn't tell you the last time throughout the school year that I woke up consistently before like 8 o'clock. Those few extra hours, like I'm realizing even now at the end of summer, those 2-3 extra hours, if you were just to wake up a little bit sooner, maybe go to bed a little bit earlier, make up such a big difference in the grand scheme of things. When you're in high school, waking up at like 6 o'clock is kind of just, it's the norm, you know? Because there is no other alternative. Like, what are you gonna, if you don't wake up at 6 o'clock and you wanted to wake up at 8, school starts at like 7:40, you're just gonna be late and you're gonna get in trouble. Like there is no other alternative. You can't just sleep in if you wanted to. But in college it's different. You do get that freedom. You do get that opportunity to just sleep in if you do want to, which is really bad. It's good because like you can sleep in, but it's bad because you can sleep in. So now you can just waste your time however much you want. So don't develop any kind of routine. Don't allocate your time properly at all. And that's not even just like, I haven't even touched up on schoolwork yet. And if you're working too. I was fortunate enough that my managers were flexible, and even though like I'm rooming at home, I was only working like weekends. This year I'm going to be working weekdays, so I'm really scared. But that just forces me to get even better, because now I'm looking further ahead. Now I have to look into the week in advance and be like, okay, so I'm working these days, so I'm probably going to lift like these days, because I'm just doing like upper lower, so I can manage it. But you can do like I'm going to lift these days, I'm going to block out this time for schoolwork, I'm going to wake up at this time, go to bed at this time. So having to do with something like work on top of school and schoolwork itself forces you to look further ahead and to just be more responsible with your time. But if you're like me and your mornings usually look like waking up whenever you want to, basically going to the gym, coming back, and then basically having to go to school from there, and not doing your work in the morning or staying up late doing your work, not being on that school grind, then you're going to make things a lot harder than they need to be. Throughout high school, like if I go back through my Snapchat memories, there's some days where I stayed up till like 2 a.m. doing homework, and I know like you got to wake up at 6 the next day. But in college, I was on no type of grind whatsoever. Some days I would start homework and then I just close it and then like move on and go do something else, because I couldn't be bothered, dude. Like it just wasn't a priority to me. So again, don't develop any kind of routine, don't dedicate any kind of time for homework, and don't manage your time whatsoever if you want to make things harder than they need to be. Alright, a big one for me, and something that I really don't want anybody else to do, is to socially isolate yourself from absolutely everybody. So I have like 5, I think, real friends. Yeah, I got like 5 real friends, and then other than that, like I have friends obviously, but not people that I see consistently or talk to really consistently like that. What you should do if you really want to make things difficult is to not try and make new friends at all. Like every time you sit in the library, you see that one guy that you had class with first semester, you had class with him second semester, and you think he's really funny because when something funny happens in class, you guys both end up laughing. So you think he has the same humor as you, and then that says a lot about his character. When you see that guy in the library, don't talk to him, and don't try and become friends with him. Instead, just look at him awkwardly, and then go back to doing your schoolwork that you procrastinated on because you waited till last second to do it. That's what you should do if you want to make things really, really miserable. If you guys aren't from the area, like if some random person's watching this, the college I go to, I think they have dorms, but if I have to question that, then you know, like, it's a really small school. The campus is really small. People are really weird. Education is great. Teachers are cool. Campus life is like, it's just not even there. It's non-existent. I made more friends over Little 5 weekend down at IU. So like 2-3 days, I made more friends than I did the whole school year at PFW. I met a lot of really cool people at IU that weekend. Like at least 5, maybe like 10. And they're all really cool people. I have them on like Instagram, Snapchat now. I snap some of them, all really cool people, and all people that I would definitely hang out with again. But over the span of 2 or 3 days, I met such cool people that it makes me wonder how many people I missed out on meeting over the school year at my actual college. Yeah, it's like you can wait and people will come to you, but how long are you willing to wait to just eventually like somebody just falls into your circle? You have to go out and seek that, and that's something that I need to get better at because I'm starting to think that I'm introverted. Like all throughout high school, all throughout middle school, I've kept to myself for the most part, but I've never been afraid to like talk to people. I don't know actually, because when I look back at high school, I tell my friends and we all agree like we should have been more outgoing. We should have talked to more people. But in college, here I am doing the same thing over again, and I'm still kind of regretting not going out and being more ambitious when it comes to meeting new people and developing a community at my college. So don't be adventurous. Don't talk to anybody. This isn't even about like girls. This is like, for me, like guy friends. One of my hardest struggles is just creating friends and hanging out with people that aren't my 5 basic friends. It's hard to develop a friendship like that with other random people who you've never met before. Like, how am I supposed to become best friends with somebody from my college when I have my buddies that I went to elementary school with? You know? Like, it's not going to be the same at all. But at the same time, there is kind of a beauty in that. There's some road. Is that a mouse? I don't know. You have to be willing to understand that it's not going to be the same. Of course, you'll never develop the same relationship with somebody from college that you have with somebody that you grew up with since elementary school. Like, it's not going to be the same. But that doesn't mean that your friendship can be of any less value. And that's something that I'm trying to accept and understand. It's something that I want to do way better at this year. It's something that I want you guys to do better at, is to just let more people in and don't be afraid to start over with people, because it's not going to be the same. But that's okay. Alright, this next one's pretty big. Don't check in on yourself mentally whatsoever, especially throughout the wintertime. I think I was a big victim of seasonal depression this year, because like I felt so alone, and school was getting hard, and I felt like I had nobody to really talk to, and I was just so stressed. This school year receded my hairline at least like a whole inch. And I don't know if it's just like coincidence, like the timing of it, because I'm starting to get a little bit older now. So I don't know if naturally my hairline just receded that much. But I think school definitely didn't help with it. And the wintertime was probably the worst that my mental health has been ever. Throughout the summertime, I'm usually pretty good at journaling and meditating and praying and just making time to look internally and to just see how I'm doing. But throughout the school year, life feels so busy. It feels like you're constantly on go mode that you can easily forget to just pause and take a second to see how things are going, how you're doing, and it just relax. So what you don't want to do is don't take that second to just pause and breathe and calm your nervous system down. Instead, just keep fighting it and keep going on go mode because you think that you're way too busy to just take like 15 minutes out of your morning to look inside to see how you're feeling. I've never been to therapy before, so I can't speak on how effective it is or anything, but I'm assuming most, like maybe all schools do have a school therapist or like school counseling or whatever. Yeah, I think they all do. But if that's something that you guys think that you need, then definitely reach out and ask for help. Those people have a ton of experience. Like, not that I know personally, but just like think about it. They have to deal with so many kids from so many different backgrounds who all are probably going through pretty similar things, like school work, maybe like internships and stuff. On top of that, adding social relationships and just having a social life in general. Like, those counselors have probably seen it all, so they probably understand better than you know what you're going through, and they probably have a solution for you. So if you want to make things like 10 times worse, don't reach out to them for help. Don't calm down and relax and understand that you're here and you're okay and things are gonna be fine, and instead bottle up internally everything that you're feeling and just keep digging your hole deeper and deeper and spiraling and going crazy. I guess just a few things I want to say. If you're doing a long distance relationship, if you're both on campus, I feel like, honestly, a relationship right now, for anybody in college, unless you think you're really getting married to this person, like, I don't think it's worth it. If you can see yourself with this person for the rest of your life, then by all means, like, do you. But I don't think a relationship for most people in college is the right thing. There's so many moving parts. You don't know where you're going to be the next year. You don't know if you're going to transfer, if you're going to find some job opportunity that takes you elsewhere. You don't know the kind of person that you're going to turn into, or that your partner is going to turn into. There's just so many unknown variables right now that I don't think a relationship is worth it. And the time that you have to dedicate, you have to be there for school, work, maybe making time for yourself in like the gym or something, your friends, and then on top of that, a relationship. Like, that's a lot to do with. And I think it's probably just in your best interest to just focus on yourself, both of you. And it doesn't have to be like on bad terms, like you guys don't have to hate each other, but just, I don't think that it's worth it. That's my personal opinion. And I also just, like, I don't have to really, I don't have girls coming up on me all the time and I have to be like, no, I can't be in a relationship right now. I don't have to deal with that issue. So like, obviously it's gonna be different for me. Like, I never really had that problem in the first place. But for other people out there that do have that problem, I think that it's something that you should avoid. For drinking and smoking, like stuff like that, like substances, do it at your own discretion. Like, if you can balance, because I've seen some crazy stuff, bro. If you can balance, we'll say, like, having fun and schoolwork on top of that, and staying on top of your health, I guess, as much as you can besides that, like, if everything else is going well for you and you're able to do that on top of it, I'm not your dad, I'm not your guardian, like, do what you're gonna do. I've never really been big into that. Well, but as long as it doesn't take over your life, I feel like you should be okay. If you're able to get things done, let's say you have like an assignment list. It doesn't have to just be like school assignments. You have your daily lists, right, of assignments and tasks that you want to do. If you can knock off all those tasks and still party hard, I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Maybe you'll regret it later down the line, like when you're older. No, probably not though. So yeah, if you're able to balance that, by all means. I think I covered like the basis of like most of what I wanted to talk about. This video is mainly for like the new gen, first year college kids, like freshmen, and then maybe some seniors watching too in high school, because I didn't realize how many people, like, I've been in like AP and honors classes throughout high school. That's why I met a lot of my cool class of 26 kids, and I feel like I'm passing down wisdom. And then like there are a couple seniors at high school right now who I'm friends with, because like Joey's brother is a senior now. Maddox's little brother is going into first year, and I just know some class of 26 kids because of like, again, like classes and stuff and just mutuals. So I'm not slugging to pass or anything. I'm not some freaking weirdo. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I'm just saying, like, hopefully this video can reach out to people like that who have college like on the horizon, or who are entering college. But this video is also for people like me who still have time. Like, I'm only going into second year, so there's still time to change my ways and act differently. So I hope you guys take this video and take this information and apply it. Don't be some socially isolated, unfocused, undisciplined, procrastinating loser like I was throughout my first year of college. Because I was like, I don't know if I was depressed, bro, but that was bad. It was really bad. So take a lesson from me, you guys, and do better. See ya.